number 1. The charge of a flashlight with the number of axis electron is 4.8 times 10 to the power 10. All right. Now this is the number of electron in the flashlight, and we are asked to find the charge of all of these combined particles or electrons. And we know that the charge of electron is, the charge of only one electron is 1.6 times 10 to the power negative 19. Okay. So now, what do you think the answer will be if we have the total number of electron total, and this is the only for one? So it's simply what will be? Oh yes, Nuha, yes, Dua, they are saying B. Okay. Yes, as simple as that. Yes, just a multiplication of the charge of one electron with the total electrons. That's it. Yani. If you multiply here, if you just make a multiplication between 4.8 and 1.6, you make just a little multiplication here, that you will find it will be 7 point something here, 7.68 or something. Then if you just make an approximation, you will find it as 7.7. Then you will see here the tens here, 10 to the power 10, and here we have 10 to the power negative 19. So just if you multiply them, then you will sum the powers here, then you will end up with 10 to the power negative 9. So yes, you're right. You're right, Dua and Nuha. It is option number B. Okay. If you know that the electric force exchanged between two charges, Q1, Q2, represented by the relationship, okay, just telling us again this relationship. Then, if the distance between them increases to twice the original distance, all right, then the new force equals to what? What do you think the answer here will be? If we just increase it by twice. Okay, I see Nasser saying B. Okay, Nasser, what does the meaning of this? Now he's telling us that the distance between them, which means that two charges, increases to twice. It means double. All right. So if we just take this law and only we focus on what? We focus on R and F, because the change occurs in R. That's it. And we wanted to see what is the effect on the force if we change the R. How is that? So for this reason, we will not include these three parameters, which is K and the QA and the QB, to make it very simple. All right. So it will be F equals, and we will say, for example, 1 over R square. That's it. And other, we will ignore them because they will not affect, because they are not changed according to the question, only the R. All right. So now we are asked that the R is changed twice. It means that, for example, suppose that R, now this is a way just to solve it. Suppose the R is equal to 1 as a distance. Then if I say twice, it means that I multiply it by 2. So it will equals to 2. All right. So it will be what? F. Now I will substitute this 2 in what? In R. Okay. So let me just see. It will be 1 over 2 to the power 2. How much? It will be 1 over 4. All right. Okay, sorry for this. So now, if I substitute here, for example, also R by 1, what will be the answer? Let me just go down a little bit. What will be the answer if I substitute as the first situation, the R by 1? It will be what? F equals 1 over 1 squared. That's it. It will be what? 1, isn't it? It will be 1. 1 over 1, let's say. Okay, خلاص, to make it easier يعني. It will be 1 over 1. 1, this is the numerator. Okay. So now, what do you think the force will يعني, what's the change in the force? Is it decreasing, increasing, or decreasing? If it is increasing, write 1, please. If it's not, write 2. Increasing 1, not 2 in the chat. What do you think now the difference? Decreasing. If you notice your colleagues, they are saying it is decreasing, and it is right. Why? Because now if you see F here, it is 1. But when we just make it twice, it becomes converted to from the 1 to 4. Okay, now which value is greater? Is it 4th or 1? It is 4th. It is 1 greater, isn't it? So it means now the force is decreasing when we just substitute the 2 here and becoming 4th, because 4th is less than 1. So it is decreasing. And for this reason now, it means that the force will be 4th, which is option number A, will be 4th, or a quarter of the original force. The magnitude of the electrical force acting on an electron with a charge of, okay, let's just see what is the electric field. Electric field, it is like the area around the charge. If we have a charge, okay, there's, you can say, like an area around the charge, or no, not like an area, actually, it's like a line coming from the charge itself. Like a line, it's coming from the charge itself, okay, like this way. And this lines, whatever inside this lines, for example, another charge or another object, whatever, it will be affected by a force because it is inside the field here, inside the area of electric field. Okay, so this charge will be affected by charge number 1, this charge number 1, and this charge number 2, for example. Also, this charge has electric field also, so they will affect each other whenever they are at the electric field for each other. But if we just separate them for long distance, that they are not located in the electric field, so there will be no force acting between each other, no interaction between them. All right. So there is a formula just try to explain this thing, and it's just stating that the electric field equals the force over the charge itself. So based on the force, we notice that we will get, based on the force and the charge, we will notice that we get the electric field. And for this reason, such a question here that we are asked, what is the magnitude of electrical force? Now we want just to find the electrical force acting on electron with a charge of, so now this is the charge of electron, and this is the electron and its charge found in electric field with a strength. This is represented E. This is electric field. Okay. Now we have electric field and we have the charge itself. All right. We have, this is the Q. Okay. And we have E, and we are asked about the force. So what do you think the answer here will be? You are right. It is C. It is C. So how does we get it? Directly, يعني. خلاص, this is the force. I can just make this, rearrange the equation. I can say that's F equal E times Q. How much is the E? It is 200. Okay, 200 times the Q. The Q, it is 1.6 times 10. Okay, negative 19. All right, 19. Yeah. Okay. Now I understand this 200. It is nothing but it is 2 times 10 to the power 2. Then again 1.6. Okay, times 10 to the power negative 19. And as we did also previously that, okay, now we notice these 2 times 1.6. We multiplied 2 by 1.6, and the tens we multiply them together, okay, to make things easy. So 2 times 1.6 will be 3.2. Okay, because 2 times 16 it is 32, and by just shifting the comma we will get 3.2. And now 10 to the power 2 times this. Now the base are same, so we need just to sum these powers, so we'll get negative 17 actually. Okay, so that's it. So it will be C, yeah, as we see here.